Alright, so I filmed myself playing this game and it was really fun and I was enjoying myself, but then I realized that I spent the whole thing without my microphone on. So now I've got a half an hour of footage and I'm not going to let it go to waste. I hope you enjoy watching me play this game on 2x speed while I read randomly generated Wikipedia articles. NGC 6040. NGC 6040 is a spiral galaxy located about 550 million light-years away in the constellation Hercules. NGC 6040 was discovered by astronomer Edward Stephan on June 27, 1870. NGC 6040 is interacting with the lenticular galaxy PGC 56942. As a result of this interaction, NGC 6040's southern spiral arm has been wrapped in the direction towards PGC 56942. NGC 6040 and PGC 56942 are both members of the Hercules cluster. WSIB. The acronym WSIB may refer to Workplace Safety and Insurance Board, Workers' Compensation Insurer in Ontario, Canada. WSIB-LP, a lower power radio station, 106.7 FM, licensed to serve in Athens, Ohio, United States. WWGM, a radio station, 93.9 FM, licensed to serve in Selmer, Tennessee, United States, which held the call sign WSIB from 1989 to 2018. List of West German Athletic Championship winners. The West German Athletic Championships was an annual outdoor track and field competition organized by the German Athletics Association, which served as the West German National Championships for the sport. The 2 or 3 day event was held in the summer months, varying from late June to early August, and the venue changed annually. The winners were almost exclusively West German nationals, though a small number of foreign athletes were invited to compete and won. The German Athletics Championship had a long history dating back to 1898. After the division of Germany at the end of World War II, the organizing body of the All-Germany Championship, the German Athletics Association, remained in West Germany. As a result, when the national championships resumed in 1946, only West German athletes could compete in them. East German athletes were reincorporated into the event in 1991, restoring the status of the competition as an all-Germany event. Three Mountain Problem. The Three Mountains task was a task developed by Jean Piaget, a developmental psychologist from Switzerland. Piaget came up with a theory for developmental psychology based on cognitive development. Cognitive development, according to his theory, took place in 4 stages. These 4 stages were classified as the sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational stages. The Three Mountain Problem was devised by Piaget to test whether a child's thinking was egocentric, which was also a helpful indicator of whether the child was in pre-operational stage or the concrete operational stage of the cognitive development. James H. Brady. James Henry Brady, born June 12, 1862, and died January 13, 1918, was a Republican politician from the U.S. state of Idaho. He served as the state's 8th governor from 1909 to 1911 and a United States Senator for nearly 5 years from 1913 until his death. Raoul Franklin. Raoul Norman Franklin was a physicist working in the field of plasma physics who was vice-chancellor of the City University in London for 20 years. Ohio World War II Army Airfields. During World War II, the United States Army Air Forces, the USAAF, established numerous airfields in Ohio for training pilots and air crews of USAAF fighters and bombers. Most of these airfields were under the command of 1st Air Force or the Army Air Force Training Command, the AAFTC, a predecessor of the current-day United States Air Force Air Education and Training Command. However, the other USAAF support commands, the Air Technical Service Command, or ATSC, the Air Transport Command, ATC, or the Troop Carrier Command, commanded a significant number of airfields in a support roles. It is possible to find remnants of these wartime airfields. Many were converted into municipal airports, some were returned to agriculture, and several were retained as United States Air Force installations and were frontline bases during the Cold War. Hundreds of the temporary buildings that were used survive today and are being used for other purposes. J. Henderson. J. Elliott Henderson, born September 7, 1978, is a former Canadian professional ice hockey winger. He is currently an assistant coach with the Kootenay Ice of the Western Hockey League. Henderson was the final player drafted in the 1997 NHL entry draft, picked in the 9th round, 246th overall by the Boston Bruins. John A. Crabtree House. The John A. Crabtree House is an historic house located at 15 Factory Street in the village of Montgomery, Orange County, New York. Billboard Year-End Hot 100 Singles of 2005. The Billboard Hot 100 is a chart that ranks the best-performing singles in the United States. Its data, published by Billboard magazine and compiled by Nielsen SoundScan, is based collectively on each single's weekly physical and digital sales, as well as airplay and streaming. At the end of the year, Billboard will publish an annual list of the most 100 successful songs throughout the year on the Hot 10 chart based on the information. For 2005, the list was published on December 20th, calculated with data from December 4th, 2004 to November 26, 2005. The R&B track, We Belong Together, by American singer Mariah Carey, was named number 1 song of 2005, and it spent the longest time at number 1 for the year, 14 weeks. This is also the third longest time at number 1 for a single in the 57-year history of the Hot 100 post-1958 inception, after Mariah Carey's own collaboration with Boyz II Men, One Sweet Day, which spent 16 weeks atop the Hot 100s from 1995 to 1996, and Despacito by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee, featuring Justin Bieber, which equaled that mark in 2017, both being beaten in 2019 by Old Town Road by Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus, which had 19 weeks at number 1.